Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the channel. This is Bree Has Hope, and in today's video, we are back to wrap up Miss Maggie's beautiful Tudor style home. We are going to be finishing our interior cluttering, finishing our landscaping outside, and just wrapping everything up to create a beautiful finished home for Miss Maggie. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. So I believe where I left off is I was ready to do cluttering and finish final details outside as well. So yeah, we're just gonna jump in. I'm noticing the first thing I want to do is I definitely want to bring one of these big bushes over to the side of the tree. I feel like this side of the yard is feeling a little bare. So I think bringing some of those bushes over will look nice. And I guess let's go ahead and finish our outdoor final touches before we go through and do clutter inside. So really, I think all I had left that I wanted to do was bring in some grass out here, bring in some more flowers, and then I think I wanted to make this like a little picnic area or something, and I wanted to really finalize this back area where it's set up for socializing. So immediately upon logging in and taking a look at this, I'm feeling pretty good about these stone paths, or the stones that I added to the path and the lights that I added. I really think the only thing I want to do is now bring these stones in to areas of the yard as well, so that doesn't feel like it's so just random stones placed there. I do think the stones kind of make sense in the world. We've got like some stones over here. So I mean, I am not opposed to having, oh yeah, there's stones over here as well. So I'm not opposed to there being stones in the yard. I just want to make sure it doesn't feel like these are just like randomly placed here. So I think I might do grass and such first, and then go in and add stones certain places. So, okay, I'm going to go into live edit, and I'm going to sort specifically by get together, just so that I'm using stuff that makes sense in the world. So I know I really like this grass, and we've got the brighter version of this grass here. I'm just going to kind of go around and take a peek at what is going on around our lot so that I can bring in similar plants. So I really like this pale grass, but I'm realizing right around our lot we only have the brighter version of this grass. So I guess we will go with that instead. I definitely don't want something that's going to stand out too much. So I definitely think I want to bring some of that in here to kind of help fill out this area, and then we'll bring in some flowers into here as well. There's a lot of this, I don't know, what is this, lavender around the lot as well. So I definitely want to bring a little bit of that in. And I think we have some low-lying like white flowers. Yeah, these. That I kind of want to tie in as well. I like that. I might bring in another set of those. Oop, back here a little bit. I'm noticing we have a bald spot here where it just looks like a lot of dirt. So gonna bring those in there. I definitely want to add some grass. This grass back here. I just want to kind of help blend everything. Obviously, I hate that the tree's disappearing. um, obviously, you're not going to see this back area a whole lot, but I definitely still want it to feel all kind of blended, so don't want there to be weird bare patches. So let me bring some of that in back here. I think that's looking pretty good. A little bit of this grass poking out of here, and then maybe some of the white flowers. I think I'll bring some of the white flowers in over here too. I'm really okay with them being tucked into the bush and you only seeing a little bit. I feel totally fine about that. I want to bring a little bit more grass, kind of peeking out like that. And then maybe we bring these flowers over a little bit more. I feel like we need some flowers here, so I may bring in the lilacs and have them kind of peeking out of the bush a little. Maybe? I feel like that's nice. And then I might adjust our bench and have it sitting like there. So it's kind of like tucked against those flowers. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. What else do we have? We've got the lilacs, we've got the white flowers. I think that's really most of what we have surrounding our lot aside from those bushes. So honestly, I'm pretty okay with using mostly that, and then maybe for this area, and then maybe bringing in some and like definitely in this area, and then bringing in some brighter different flowers into this little front area, almost like it's her own little garden. So let's bring some grass in over here. Tuck some grass here. Probably do the white flowers peeking out like this. And kind of tuck that, just kind of that be filled out a little bit more. I think we will do some of the white flowers over here. Definitely want to bring in some of the lilac, but I really want to tuck that back and just have, because I still want to make sure you have a good walkway to get to this back area. We can pull in some of our little grass here. We can bring in some of the lilac out here. And squeeze the white flowers in here like this. And then I haven't been sizing this grass down. Maybe I won't do that. I think I'm going to have it kind of surrounding the base of the tree. I think that's pretty okay. I feel okay about that. Right. that little area. I'm thinking I might put like a rock there or something. I'm really just wanting to do all like the blending in of the trees first and then kind of go in. I think back here, honestly. Oh. I might just do like a little bit of that grass, maybe some of the low-lying white flowers. Some more of the grass. And then this. White flowers over here. Then I think we do another patch of grass. Like so. And maybe some of the white flowers like peeking out back here. I think we bring in like that. Like this. Okay. Kind of hate this. I might just shrink that down a bit to help it blend a little more. And I might even bring in a second set of that just to kind of fill it out a little bit. Okay. I'm going to readjust all of this, and I think it will kind of help this look a little bit less funky. I do think I want to put this out here, and then we'll like have these chairs. We might do like an actual table so she can like host and have people sitting out here too. Okay, so I feel good about that. Now let's do this little area and bring in some actual flowers. So we have this bush. And I'm not going to stick solely to get together flowers. And I might go into actual outdoor plants and this flowers. So what do we have? We've got some wildflowers. We've got I like that the yellow kind of ties in here. I like these purple flowers. Those are cute. This is really cute too. Would she? We could have a hanging basket. That's like here. Sometimes I have a really hard time placing these. There we go. Like that. I do hate that because it's debugged. Sometimes the flowers just like disappear. I don't know that that's super necessary. Anyways, those are interesting. I like this one. These are get together flowers, but I actually don't know that I want to use them. Oh, some sunflowers would be cute. I definitely feel like this lady is the kind of lady that would have sunflowers poking out of her little garden. I like that little cluster. Oh, and these are cute too. Hmm. That's a cute cluster too. I think that's just a different colorway of the other ones. Okay, let's see what we can do. Oh, oops. Let's see what we can do with this. I really just want to kind of bulk up this surrounding area and bring in some other flowers. I definitely feel like this lady has like sunflowers just kind of poking out of her front garden. I think that's really cute, and I might bring some into this side area as well. I feel sunflowers are personally my favorite flower. I feel like they just give like ray of sunshine. Like the person that has sunflowers just poking out of her home like garden is just a ray of sunshine. So I like that a lot. Even sneak another one over there. And then I really like these. I think these are super fun. So I'm thinking we maybe pull that in here in a couple of spots, honestly. I like that. And I might bring one in over here as well. Honestly, I might pop one of those even back here a little bit. Yeah, I think that brings in some nice color. I think we bring in... I think that there's other swatches of this, right? Yes. That could be a fun way to bring in a different pop of color. Maybe that. And we can tuck that in a couple of different places. I really like the idea of having this as like a focal piece. We'll bring this one in over here, maybe just one of them. And then I really like making my like the foliage around a home just super overgrown and just absolutely full of life. I think it just adds so much to your build when it feels like it's just absolutely just teeming with beautiful foliage. It may not be everybody's vibe, but it is most definitely my vibe. Which is so funny. I can't remember if I've said this in this video or not, but like I really used to hate landscaping in Sims. I like would not landscape. I would do like the bare minimum and be like, okay, I'm done. But the more that I have done it recently, it has made me like realize, wait, landscaping brings so much to your build. It just brings so much life to a build, and I have just come to realize that I truly believe it is an incredibly necessary part of doing playing Sims. And it may not be for everybody, but I I really like this balance of like realistic builds, but also just kind of fun and whimsy builds. And I think that adding a lot of foliage really does help create that mix of um realistic and whimsy. Like it just helps create this balance. Like look how much life this was brought to that this build by pulling in these flowers. It just in my opinion, it 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 brings a build to life. I love it. I might even pull some of these wildflowers in over here as well, just to give a pop of color. Maybe, maybe I bring in a shagalicious, kind of tucked in here, just again to bring in some color that catches your eye over there. And why did my in-game music stop? I don't know if this happens to everybody or if it just happens to me. Sometimes I feel like my in-game music cuts off like after I've been playing for like 2 hours, but I've only been playing for 15 minutes and my in-game music just cut off. So I don't know what is up with that, but usually if I go to the main menu and come back, it starts up again. Okay, we are back in action. So I initially was only gonna bring in foliage into that front area, but now I feel like it is adding a lot. So I may pull it in a little bit in a couple of other places too. Just to bring a little extra color. Especially those wildflowers. I love this little set of wildflowers. But I also don't want to overdo it. So I think just popping it into a couple of places to add some color will be good. I feel like this area back here is kind of sad. I think that helps. Maybe I'll bring one of these over here. Yeah, that's fun. Hello. There we go. You can't see it from the front, but I feel like it just adds a little pop back there. I feel like I need something right here too. Oops. If I tuck, I feel like that's just like so round. That's the wrong thing. I just want some color peeking out of here a little bit. Like maybe if I pull two of those in, three of them in. Just so that doesn't feel like it's no color right there. Mm, maybe instead. Oh, maybe instead I will just kind of have this like peeking through there. Okay, I feel better about that. Or do I? Maybe I feel good. I feel better about that. I just don't want that to feel like it's too large of an area of those orange flowers. What if I... Okay, sure. That looks good. We've got some color over here. Honestly, I might take our like lilac plant and tuck it here. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking I might do... Do we have like random little tufts of grass that feel... I may have to go into live edit. Yeah, like I'm thinking, even if it's just like little guys like that, and we just bring in a couple. Here and there. Nothing super crazy. But just to kind of help blend into the environment. Again, I know out here does not have that, but I don't know. I feel like it helps blend just a little bit. Okay. And maybe if I even pull some in here, just kind of tucked amidst the rocks, just a couple. Okay. And then I want to take some stones, like I was saying, and pull those into a couple of places so that it doesn't feel like the stones over there are like incredibly out of place. Okay. You probably can't even see that. Yeah, you can't see that from the front, but that's okay. Yeah, I literally feel like even that, just those few are enough. And then we can bring some around the back if we feel like it's necessary. But, I think I feel good about up here. The only thing is I was thinking, I don't know if, so I know that there's a live edit object, or it might be a debug, but I'm pretty sure it's live edit, that is like lights that wrap around and dangle from a tree. And I like that idea of having that in this tree, and I was gonna see if it would work, but maybe I will do that like last thing. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do how my furniture back here, how I want the furniture to be, and then I will go in and make changes to the landscaping back in this little area, because I want to landscape around the furniture, not put the furniture on the landscaping, if that makes sense. And I'm thinking I want to do something fun color-wise with the umbrella. And then we could do red chairs. Does that look like metal? Or is that wood? I think it can pass as both. Because that's my only qualm with the red, is that, like, does that look like it's just dark gray metal? Hopefully. I feel fine about that. And then I definitely want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let me see if we have an outdoor table that I might want to bring out here. Oh, yeah. So I can do a glass outdoor table, which to me, like, just 100% that is like outdoors to me. Oh, there's also like a stripy version of that table. Or there's this one. I think I like the stripes, actually. So then it just becomes a matter of which one. I feel like I want to do one that has like this so that it kind of matches the chairs. But I want to do a fun color umbrella at the same time. And I'm not sure we have any that are that dark, like almost gray. This is the only one. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Oh, I don't know what to do. Is this another one? Backyard Oasis? Oh, Eco Freak. What's the difference? Oh. Okay. So what if we did... Was that the swatch I used before? No, that was. But I'm not opposed to doing this blue. I feel like it's not as fun of like a pop of color. But I'm not opposed to it, because it does not seem like any of the other colors are that. I do yellow. But I feel like that like a blue color has kind of been her thing, right? But anyways, what I was saying is I feel like that the metal kind of matches a little bit, and then we can go with this table. Yeah, I feel pretty decently about that, except I don't know that 6 chairs will fit around this table. Hello. Okie dokie. so thinking it could be fun to have a chair here, a chair here. Well, I guess 6 chairs will fit at this table. I want to make that one look like it's almost been like kind of pulled out from the table. Like these are all tucked in. But then this one looks like somebody maybe pulled it out and was sitting there. This table feels so small. That's okay. And then we will do... Oh, I guess this could pass. I mean, to me this looks like wood, but I guess it could pass as kind of like a matching metal. And then... have this one tucked in as well. And then maybe this one's kind of pulled out too. Like somebody had just been sitting on it, and then maybe I can add like glasses and stuff like that to the table. That looks really crowded though, doesn't it? What if I only did 4 chairs? Does that look better? Yeah, I think it does look better, to be honest. So then let's look at swatches for the chairs. Honestly, I might just go with the base swatch. Yeah, I think I may just stick with that swatch. Do I feel like this whole thing needs to move over some though, or do I want it tucked under the tree? Because I feel like these things are too close together. Maybe you come over here. Like so. And then we have our dining area over there. So I feel like this is like a really fun, like you're lounging, you're looking at the little pond, and then this is like you're dining and kind of like tucked into the shade. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. I think I want to have... I actually don't mind that being placed there. I just kind of placed the water hose here just to put it somewhere. And I actually don't mind. I may just adjust the placement ever so slightly. But I feel honestly fine about that. And then we have our grill. Is there any more like outdoor type furniture that I might want to have out here? We could just do a picnic table instead, but I think I want to do the full little outdoor table. Okay. Oh, we need to give her trash bins. I mean, I guess we don't have to, but I would like to. The question is, where do I tuck those? I guess I could tuck them right here. That would be so annoying to have to bring your trash all the way around and then have to bring your trash all the way up there. But I don't... The only other natural place I could think to put them is here. And personally, I don't want my trash there smelling up a storm. I mean, it's not that far, but of a difference to have it right here. But I think I like that more. So we will go with the debug trash cans. And I usually do 2 so that we have 1 for garbage and 1 for recycling. Leave a comment below. Does your city have a blue trash can for trash and green for recycling? Or brown for trash and green for recycling? Here, I'm pretty sure we have brown for trash, green for recycling. So I might go with that. Because that blue trash can is so loud. Or I could go with the black one and the green one for recycling. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, so we've got our trash. I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. If I want to do... Because, okay, hear me out. I was thinking we could put a hot tub back here. Like, that could be fun, right? I might have to adjust my table a little bit if we do that. I also don't know that I would like... Would I do this one? Because I guess we could do like one of these darker swatches. I don't know how these work though, as far as like how your sim can use it. Hypocrisy never felt so good. That's so funny. I don't think it's like a pool where you have to have stairs to get in it, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll play test and see. Because the only other hot tub option I have is this. And this just seems really extreme, does it not? Though it might actually make a little bit more sense now that I have tried that other one. Dang it, I really want it to go to like tuck in a little bit more, but we could do this. Move this whole shebang over ever so slightly. Like this. I actually don't hate this idea. And I could put like a little shelf right here that has towels or something. That's kind of fun. And I can even put some grass. I was gonna say like peeking. I may use the tool mod for the first time in this build and tuck this grass down like super low. Does that look weird? Maybe a little. Maybe instead we pull this guy. Because I really just want it to be like literally little tufts of grass just to help it blend a little. Like that. And then maybe we can put like a little mat right here. And That would honestly be good, I think. Hmm. Yeah, like if we were to put. Yeah, I think that is fun. Cute. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I know it's like a little crammed back here, but I kind of don't mind that. And honestly, I don't even feel like we need to do a ton of landscaping back here then. We can maybe just sneak a couple of little things in to help blend everything. And honestly, I think we'll be good. That is not what I meant to grab. I meant to grab these little dark-eyed daisies. Where am I? Oh, okay. Yeah. Um, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like this. And then I really think we're probably good on landscaping. I might pull some of these into here. Maybe one of these guys, which apparently is called a foxglove. Very pretty. And oh my gosh, maybe one more little thing. Not the bush flower. I think we want the shaggylicious. Just for another pop of color back here. Yeah, okay. I feel good about that. Cool. Yeah, and I like that back here. It's like this is where the trash is, so it's not quite as luscious back here. I honestly might even, since we did decide to put the trash back here, um, I might even make this to where it's like, okay, this is just kind of where we tuck our trash, and there's not a whole lot of life back here. I think that looks kind of cool. Okie dokie. So as far as landscaping goes, I feel pretty done. There's some cluttering I want to do out here, but per my usual MO, I think I'm gonna move into the inside of the house and clutter a bit, and then we will clutter outside probably last, just to give myself a break from working outside. So I am dying to clutter this kitchen. So I think that's where we're going to start. So I am going to go into decorations and we will get started. So a few things, I'm just honestly I am just going to start at the top and scroll through our decorations list and pull items that I want to put in the kitchen or that I think I want to put in the kitchen, and then we'll kind of just go from there. So let's see. We may put that in the kitchen. I like this. We could put that in the kitchen. Obviously, we're looking at plants first. That's a big propagation station. I definitely want her to have plants in her house, but I'm not. I don't know if I want it to be like she's a plant lady. You know, I think I want a tasteful amount of plants, if that makes sense. Okay, we're moving on to wall decor. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. Okay. So I feel like with her being a chef, maybe we add this little strand of garland. I know that's technically like a vampire's thing, but I think that could be fun. Like she pulls garlic off of that to cook. I don't really know what I want to do as far as wall decor in here yet. I love this little gallery wall. I've never seen that before. I quite like that, and I might use it. I know that there is a set of baskets that I really wanted to use as wall decor in the kitchen. I'm pretty sure there's one with laundry day and there's one with another set. If I see them, obviously I will just pull them out. But that's something I've been kind of thinking about wanting to put in here. We're gonna need a knife block. Dun, dun, dun. Also, let me know what you guys think about. So, like I said, I have the Better Build and Buy mod, and I currently have it set to where it organizes your debug. Oh, the garlic braid is kind of fun, and maybe I could put that under the counter. I'm gonna pull it out too. I don't know which one I want to use, but I definitely want to use one of them. Anyways, as I was saying, let me know how you guys feel about me having the debug kind of built into my items. I personally really like it because it just allows me to see everything all at once. But some people may feel that it is a bit cluttery, so I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I am just pulling literally anything that I think I might want to use. I'm just going to pull it and set it in the kitchen and then go from there. Again, a very chaotic form of decorating, but it is just how my mind works and how I like to build. Maybe. I don't feel like she would be the kind of lady to have cereal boxes just open and about. And there's always the chance that I am going to pull stuff out and then maybe not use it. But I just like to get all my options out and then go from there. That's a cute canister too. This is fun. Which dish rack do I like more for her? I think I like that one more. Oh, I feel like she would for sure have a mortar and pestle. I don't know which canister I want to use. Definitely need some utensils. We could have her actively baking something, so I might pull that out. I want to pull the cutting board out. I've seen Allison. I know I've mentioned her like 3 times in this video. She's just getting a lot of free promo, I guess. I've seen her do this thing where she takes a cutting board, puts a debug fish on it, and lays a debug knife beside it, and it's like they're actively like working on fish or something, and I thought that was really cool. I don't think I'm going to do that, but I liked that she did that. I think it was in her pirate town build. I thought that was really cool. Ooh, we could do this knife block. I feel like it's very fancy and something that like a fancy chef would have instead of just the base knife block. We have 2 spice rack options. Again, I feel like that one's kind of like a little bit more fancy. I may have her... I think I'm going to have her phone and keys by the front door, actually. Oh, there's the wall of baskets. There's that one. I think there's another one, too. If I see the other one, I'll pull it as well and then decide which one I want to use. I like the idea of using that, but sizing it down, potentially. There's also this guy. I feel like I really have to restrain myself. This is so chooky, but I might put that in here. I feel like I really have to restrain myself to not just use like every single item from the kitchen clutter set. But it's just so, like, some of the stuff is just so good. That could be fun, like a little chalkboard in here. Like she has a little menu. Oh, I like that sculpture. That's cool. Don't really want to use it here, but I do like it. Maybe... The other option for knives is to do this, which is kind of cool and would keep stuff off of the counter. But, ooh, I don't know. I'll put them both out. I'll decide when I'm actually putting everything in. This could be cool. I feel like she definitely is the kind of lady that would have a bottle rack like that. We're getting kind of into bathroom items here. I'm just gonna keep scrolling through. Oh yeah, here's the debug fish I was kind of talking about, and then she like puts it on the cutting board. Again, I'm not gonna do that, but I thought that was really cool when I saw her do that. I know scrolling through this may seem a bit superfluous, but I personally get FOMO, and if I don't do this, then I'm going to be stressed that there are decor items that I missed that I would really want to have, you know? So that is why I am putting myself through, putting my, excuse me, myself and you guys through watching me scroll through everything. Oh, I like this one too. I don't know which one I want to do. Okay, now I'm going to go into the kitchen area and have that kind of open. I was thinking, I'm pretty sure, isn't there a kitchen caddy? Yes, I might put this in here. That's a question mark, but I'm just going to kind of set it to the side. Okay. The other things that I need to consider is I kind of want to have a espresso station. I feel like she would have a espresso station. So I'm thinking of doing this big espresso machine, and then of course with the espresso you have to have the grinder, which I find kind of annoying, but I think I can make like a whole area that's literally just her espresso station, maybe even on top of the caddy. I don't know if it lets you put small appliances on the caddy. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it does. I could, no, it won't even let me place it. I have move objects on, right? Better build by. Yes, I do. So, okay, maybe that's not an option, but I could do something. I do think I want to have the kitchen caddy. It's just if I can get it to fit there. I don't know. So, my thoughts are we have our stove. We don't have an oven. Can I... I can. I was gonna say, can I have an oven that I slot into there? And I can. So I might do that. Except it it does show that through, which is kind of not my favorite. Oh goodness, I don't know what I want to do because I really want Do I slot an oven into a different area and take up a cabinet space with an oven? I feel like I kind of need to. I think that would be crazy for a chef to not have an oven. Right? Okay. I'm going to go with that one or the black one. I think I want to go with the black one. It really bugs me that there's this like bright silver strip on there. So I might go with that one actually, just so it kind of helps match that. I wish this had an option that was not gold. Because I don't think I like any of the refrigerators quite as much as I like that one. Like this fridge just seems so fancy. The other option is we could have this and then it would match. Okay. I guess I'll do that. Because then it matches the other appliances. Ugh. I don't know how safe it is to have the cabinet over the fridge like that. Like, realistically. But I'm going to do it because I don't think I would like the way a half cabinet would look. I don't think I would like the way a half cabinet would look with the window behind the fridge. So I think we'll just do that and it's fine. So, all right. No, I think I'm gonna put a trash can here. I was gonna say, do I want to put another counter here? But no. I think I will put our kitchen trash in here. I think we will do a black one. That will look nice. Hello? There we go. I'm gonna tuck it right there. Just double checking that I actually want to do. Oh, is that wood? I guess I did not realize that that was wood. Well, either way, I think I want to do the black one, and then maybe we can stick something here. Because I'm pretty sure there is... I think there is a decoration. Maybe under miscellaneous? Yes. I was going to say, that's a broom. Yeah, I think I'll size it down. Does it have other swatches? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think I like that. I think that's kind of cool. Okay. I've pulled so much out that I'm sure you're overwhelmed. I can tell you I am overwhelmed, but that is okay. So I really want to be able to tuck the kitchen caddy like over here, but I'm really thinking that may not feasibly be an option. Because even if I squeeze it as far in as I can, it still cuts into that end piece. Are there any other options that I could do instead for like a little table in here? Because I feel like she would want just a little bit more surface area. But all of these seem very large and probably not realistic options. I guess I could do like shelves here. What is that? Oh, that's very large. What is this? Nope, that's... No. Oh, here's the other baskets. And it has shelves, actually, and it's a lot smaller. That's, I think, what I would rather do in here, and then I could put stuff on them. Oh, this is cute, too, but that's very... I mean, it's part of the cottage living. I was going to say it's very cottagecore, which would make sense. I'm not finding anything that I think makes a ton of sense in here. In this little space, to be specific. Which is kind of a bummer. What is that? Oh. It is a bit of a bummer. I could do something like this. And those could be like aprons. I know this is technically supposed to be like a mudroom thing. But do we think I could get away with saying that those are aprons and putting kitchen stuff all on this? I don't think so. Okay. The other option is that we pull our cabinets all the way down, but I kind of liked the idea of it being like this. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and pull stuff off of here and just start decorating the counters, and we'll go from there. So like I was saying, I want this to be our little coffee setup. Okay. And I think we bring this guy over. Like so. And maybe I even pull that singular mug over like she was making a cup of coffee. Yeah. Cute. I think I like that. Honestly, I don't feel like it needs to be super heavily cluttered here. Maybe we add a little plant or something to the right of it, but otherwise, I feel like that's pretty good. In the sink, I was thinking if it would let me. I don't think it will. I was thinking we could put these in the sink. It does not look like it's going to give me that option. Honestly, I don't really know that that's even super necessary. I'm going to pull this guy out. Guess I will pull it over here. And we will place that to a spot that makes a little bit more sense. And choose our swatch for this. I think I like that with the green. And then we will need our rack, which I think I'm going to probably alt place to be kind of tucked back right there. Yes, and then I think we'll probably do the black swatch, maybe. Or maybe that swatch. I feel like the black looks nicer, but I don't like that it makes the plates and everything black too. Maybe we'll do the blue one. I think that's fine. Okay. And then I think we have, I do think I want to do the wall knife set. And maybe put it here. I think I want to have, I think I'm going to want to have the spice. I don't know. Oh, I pulled these antique teapots out, thinking I could have one kind of sitting by as decor by the espresso machines. But I'm actually thinking that maybe her kitchen, I know I have a bunch of stuff out, so saying this is going to sound a little bit silly, but I'm thinking her kitchen maybe is more simplistic. Like, she's really serious about cooking. Not serious, but she cares a lot about cooking, and so I think that she wants to prioritize using her kitchen space for cooking and things to do with cooking, and not just a bunch of decor. It could be cute to have this over, like, she uses it while she's cooking at the stovetop. I think that could be fun. So I'll put this over here. I definitely want to have the bowl of fruit on the bar. I want to have the bag of groceries on the bar, maybe on the edge over here, like she's gonna unload it into the dishwasher. Um, Maybe we tuck canisters into this back corner. I just need to decide which of the 15 million canisters I pulled out do we actually want. I also don't know that we're going to use those plates. So let's look at swatches for this set. Okay, I mean, I don't hate that. Because my thought is it gets crud. My thought is it gets tucked back into this corner. Like so. Yeah. And then maybe we have our little guy with our herbs over here as well. Tilted ever so slightly. Cute. And then I think we also have this on the bar. I would really like if there was an option for this to like lean against the wall maybe, but I don't know that it is an option. So I could put it here. How do we feel about that? Ooh, that's hanging off quite a bit. Still hanging off quite a bit. Okay. That's kind of fun. And then maybe we can... That's going to annoy me if it won't let me alt place over here because it wants to... Okay, I think we're good. I was going to say maybe we can tuck our salt and pepper shaker right here. Let's look at swatches for this guy. Cute. Cute. Maybe we do that. Kind of blends into the counter. And then... maybe we tuck that over there. Kind of picturing this like tucked away here. And then the groceries maybe are here, like she's unloading and she's about to restock this bowl even. I think could be cute. I do need to remember that I have to leave a counter open for prep actually. So that might be our counter that we leave open for prep. And we'll put this here. All right. If I size this down, I could tuck it over here. But we have our mortar and pestle as well. That could sneak here. Like so. Like that. Oh, I can change the swatches of this too. Definitely want it to look like wood. Sure. I don't know. Maybe we do that one. Then we can also change the color of this. Chocolate chip cookies. I think I like that one. Okie dokie. Oh, we have our little garlic braid as well that I was thinking could be fun to have. I don't know, like just kind of tucked in to the corner back there. Because I feel like it's like, oh, she just. Or maybe I put it over here a little bit. Because then it's kind of by her herbs and stuff. Yeah, okay. And we could bring this. This actually, I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like it's a little too whimsy for this kitchen. Okay. I feel like having our fruit and veggies guy kind of hanging over here makes sense. We may not use that in here. Oops. Yeah, I feel like that looks pretty good. I like the wood one. Okay. That's kind of silly, but I like it. It's silly in a way that I like. And I actually don't know that I like this white the bottle rack. Maybe not. I feel like we need like some kind of art to go under here. Oh, we have our little chalkboard. There we go. Okay, this is actually becoming quite charming. Oh, I like that. I like this. I feel like this is looking good. Okay. Oh, we do have space to put stuff up on these shelves. Like maybe a little jar. I guess I could put some of those cookies. Oh, what if we put... I kind of like the mortar and pestle there. I was going to say, what if we put it up here? I think yes. Then we need two more little things that can go up there. I'll look for that in a second. Let's finish cluttering over here. See, I pulled a lot of things out, but then I end up going back in and not using everything. I'm realizing, though, I fussed with this so hard earlier to get all of this to sit how I wanted it to. And I'm now realizing I'm going to need to move them to be able to all place all of our items, which is what a joy. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, if I can get away with not moving this one, I'll be pretty pleased. Let's look at swatches. Oh. Okay, cool. A bright blue bowl. A red bowl. Actually, I think the red brings like a fun pop of color. If I can get away with only having to alt place the center one, I will be pretty happy. Because I feel like that one will be the most annoying to have to move. The least annoying to have to move. I feel like having to move the side ones is what would really get on my nerves. What is happening? I think I want this to come over here a bit more. Yeah, okay. I want our flowers to literally go here. But see, now that I've moved it, I can't get it back in the right spot. Okay, I'm back. I started getting incredibly perturbed about this island situation. It's still not perfect, but I cannot fuss with it anymore. So I feel fine about where it's at. So now I'm just going to go through and edit swatches on a few things. Feel pretty good about everything now. For the most part. And I just want to go in and add maybe 2 more little clutter items on these little shelves, and then I think we can move on to a different room because this kitchen has irritated me a lot more than I thought it would. But that's okay. I made it a weird shape, and that is on me. So I'm thinking we just need a couple of little things. We could do this little bust. Could be kind of funny to have in the kitchen. I'm gonna have to adjust it with the tool mod. Well, that was quite a bit higher than I thought it would be. Okay. I don't know why, but I just feel like this is kind of like a funny thing that I don't know. I like that. Okay. And then one more little random piece of clutter that I can pop up there. Um I guess I could do a little plant. I don't know that I want to do a plant. Maybe I do. No, I already have a jar. Um, I could do this pitcher. I feel like it's a little tall, so maybe not. Oh, I could do an antique teapot. Didn't I have... Yeah, because I had pulled an antique teapot out. We might have to alt place it and adjust with the tool mod a little bit. I typically, if I'm going to have to use the tool mod, I like to make it higher, like make it to where it's floating, and then lower it. I find that doing that is way easier than bringing it up to height. That's just a personal preference, though. Okay, we're going to do... Yeah, I think that immediately was good. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I think that that's fun. Perfect. So I think that is our kitchen done. Realizing our light is kind of in a weird place. Yeah, I feel pretty good about the kitchen. So we can move on. And we left one counter space open for prep. Perfect. Let's move onto the dining room. I feel like that's a natural progression. Also, I'm realizing I didn't put any wall decor over here or anything. I could maybe put a big plant here. Decorations, indoor plants. Like, I'm thinking something like this, like a big, just potted floor plant. I always love a fiddle leaf fig. So maybe we go with that. Sure. That feels good. Oh, do I want to have any, like, little kitchen floor mats in here? Wait, there is one that I feel like I usually... Yeah, nope, that's not it. That's also not it. There's one that I feel like looks like, you know, the kind of like foam kitchen mat that you often have in a kitchen. I thought I had one that kind of reminded me of that. Maybe it is just this one. Yeah, I guess it is that one. Thinking we could put one of those in here, like that, to kind of represent, or to kind of show that she like stands at and cooks a lot, you know? I think that's fun. All right. Now, I think that that is the kitchen done, and we can move on to the dining room. Yeah, I think the plant looks good there too. All right. So I already picked our swatches for our table and our chairs, and I feel good about those. I definitely want to have the hutches in here. I just need to decide on swatches for those. Um, I could do a wood that matches the table and have it almost feel like it's a set. I think I might do that. But do I want the hutch here? Or do I want it somewhere else? Like maybe I corner it over here, which is kind of fun. Um, I think I like that. I think that that's cool. I might honestly change the chairs in here because I used this texture for the chairs outside, like this. I don't know what that's called. Rattan, maybe? Uh, so I might do a different set of chairs in the dining room. Let's take a look. I just think they're such a cool shape. But maybe we go with something. Well, I guess we have these. No, no, no. We could do the chairs that match this stuff, but I don't even know that we have a wood swatch that matches now that I'm looking at it. Because that's not the same wood swatch. That's not the same wood swatch. That's not the same. Okay, maybe we don't go with that chair. And I don't like that one that much. That's an outside chair, right? No. Those are too fancy. We could go with these. That just feels a bit more modern than I feel like she would have. And I honestly feel like these are too. Okay. I think I just stick with my initial plan and do these ones. Let's pick a rug for in here. Um, Honestly, I'm kind of immediately drawn to the paranormal rug, though I don't know why it looks grainy. Um, well, color-wise, I was drawn to it, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't actually think that I like that rug in general. I could go with the werewolf's rug. Let me look at swatches. I like that one, but I feel like the rug really gives us opportunity to bring some lightness to this very dark room. Oops. So if I were to do that, yeah, I may have to use the tool mod to size it up. It just doesn't feel elegant enough. This one, I don't think. I mean, I guess we could try. Let's look at the swatches for the vampire shrug. I don't mind this. Yeah, I'll have to use the tool. I definitely feel like it needs to be a smidge bigger. But I guess I don't mind that. I feel like the intricacies of it kind of tie into the intricacies of the carving on here, and it lightens up this room a lot, which I really feel like we need. So I think I'm gonna go in with the tool mod and increase it a little bit. No. Okay, wait. What's 1? Okay, 1.25. Oh, there we go. I mean, I kind of automatically feel like that's a good size. Crap. Cancel, click, Shift T. There we go. I don't know if it's bugging me that the foot of this is on there. I do feel like now that it's bigger, it doesn't need to be quite as turned. Or maybe I tilt it a little bit the opposite way even. I mean, I guess the foot touching it is not the biggest deal. I feel like this sticks out too much. Maybe we have it tilted like that instead, where it's not completely catty corner, but it's like that. I feel like that's good. I always want to put stuff in these bay windows, and then it does not work very well. Usually I can make some plants work if I do really big plants and then size them down. But I honestly don't even know that it's worth it. I might just add curtains and call it there. I really like these curtains, but I feel like if I were to use them, I would have to size them with the tool mod again. 2.5 maybe? No, 1.5? That could maybe work. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, there we go. I don't know. Oh, that's like really not even against the wall. Okay. I think we just go with something else. I just really like those curtains. Even that's like too small. I guess we could go with this. Oh, right, this is the one that has the dinosaurs. If/when I do a build for a family that has kids, you bet your bottom dollar I'm doing a dinosaur build. And I'm using these curtains. Fun fact about me, I love dinosaurs. I feel like maybe we just go with the beige curtains. Do we have a one-sided version of that curtain? I don't think we do. Because I was going to say we could, to help tie it in a little bit, put one like hanging just over this side of the back door. But I don't think that that's an option, and I don't think that I care that much. I do think maybe we could put that bottle rack in here. That might clash with the like style, because I feel like that bottle rack is pretty modern feeling. But I feel like if we're gonna have it somewhere, it would make sense to have it in here, I guess. but I'm not seeing it. Oh, there's also this bottle holder. I could sneak that in the kitchen somewhere. Possibly, but maybe not. I don't know where I would put it. And I don't want to just plop it somewhere. I'm pretty satisfied with the kitchen, so I don't really want to do that. And I don't feel like we have anywhere that we can sneak it in here because it will just hang off of that and that would be annoying. But of course I'm not seeing the other one now. Diaper storage? Yeah, and I don't know what... Oh, I guess it would maybe be on wall decorations. Duh. Yeah. Was under wall decorations. I guess I don't hate it. And maybe we could put a plant on the ground underneath. And then honestly, maybe call this room done. It is likely that I will overdo it. And I don't really feel like Miss Maggie is like a maximalist when it comes to decor. I feel like she likes decor, but I don't think she likes a ton of clutter. So I definitely don't want to overdo it. I just need to find a reasonably sized floor plant for in here. I like this one, and I actually would like it a lot for right there if it wasn't so... Like, I feel like it just sticks out a lot. Same with this one. Oh, and we need to put something on the table too. I'm struggling a little bit. I don't want to put a full tree in here. The fiddle leaf fern, or fiddle leaf fig tree, is kind of always my go-to because I just feel like it works so well in so many spaces. Like, I just feel like it never fails me when I need a good, like, space-filling plant. Maybe we tuck it over here a little bit. Like so. But I feel like that's the back of the plant, no? Okay, maybe that's not too bad. Trying to make sure I still bring in like fun pops of color here and there when I can. When it makes sense too, you know? Honestly, I think I might go with that one and tuck it over as far as I can without it clipping, which I think is right there. Oh, it clips a little bit with the window, and that leaf is not clipping. Okay. How much further? Oh, I was gonna say how much further can we push it, but not far at all. Okay, I feel like that's pretty good. Maybe we could even do a smaller one beside it. Maybe. Oh, those are really pretty. Well, heck. If I do this, then I definitely don't think. No, you know what? I'm happy with that one. Let's just put a smaller guy beside it that has maybe a little bit of a different leaf situation. Um, I feel like sometimes when I'm looking at plants, I'm looking at plants so hard and I just get really quiet. So I apologize about that. I guess we could do birds of paradise. Maybe even size it down a smidge. And change the color swatch. Oh, the flowers never change. It's just the pot. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. I like that. Okay, I feel good about that. Do we add a plant or something over here now? I do wish one note that I have about debug, specifically about the Better Build Buy mod. I love the Better. Do I like this bag of groceries more? I think I do. E. Um, what was I saying? Oh, something I wish I could change is there is some debug that like I neither want nor need it, like all of the books. Like I don't really need that, you know? So I wish there was a way to like sort through what debug you see. But at the end of the day, I guess beggars can't be choosers, right? So I will not complain about it too much. Okay. Yeah, I like that grocery bag significantly more. Just may have it face inward like that. Okay. I was thinking about if I wanted to have something here, is what I was doing. And I got distracted. Per usual. Like all of these books. Like I'm very grateful that we have the opportunity to even have a debug. So like again, beggars can't be choosers. But it does sometimes bug me a bit. Because I'm like, I just don't need to see all of that. I wonder if there's maybe some kind of like big wall art we could have there. Oh, there was that. I don't know if it was a sculpture or if it would be under posters and frames. I think it might be under wall decorations. It was that big thing of leaves. We also have this, but no. I like that. Oh, this is what I was thinking, but I mean, I do like that. I honestly like the base swatch too. I feel like the colors are fun. Maybe if I do, I don't know. What do we think? Maybe I do this instead. I feel like that's more her style. And then honestly, I'm okay with, again, not having a ton of like wall decor and stuff. Again, I don't really feel like Miss Maggie, is a lady of clutter. I do think we could maybe do a chandelier in here. Oh, I like those candles. Because we don't really have crazy lighting in the kitchen. A fun little chandelier could be cute. I immediately like that one and might go with that one. Yeah, I like this one. And I like its base swatch. Okay. Yeah, I feel good about that. I guess I could do some kind of cool lighting in the kitchen too, since we did not do the pots and pans, the hangy pots and pans. We could do something like this in the kitchen, which could be fun. I just want to make sure it's in a place I am satisfied with. I feel like right over the bar makes the most sense. And am I sure that this is the swatch I want to go with? I might do solid black. I feel like this is fun, right? It's very pretty. I just feel like that one hangs so low. Yeah, that's actually really low. Okay. We could do one like this. Ooh, this is fun. Yeah, I like that. And again, honestly, I kind of like the base swatch because I like that it's two different colors. Okay, I feel better about that. It still hangs low, but not too low. Or do I want to do this one? Ooh, okay. I think we do that one. That seems pretty centered in the room, right? Yeah. Okay, great. So we've got our dining room done. We've got our kitchen done. Let's move into here. So I already set all of this up. I picked swatches that I liked, so I feel pretty good about that. I was thinking about doing a mirror here. Like a full-length mirror. Which I do still kind of like the idea of. And I immediately actually don't mind that mirror. So I think we may just go with that one. Yeah, why not? That way she can like primp a little bit right before she walks out of the door. Okie dokie. I do wish I could tuck this into the wall a little bit further, but I really don't think I can. That's okay. So then the next thing I wanted to do was clutter this guy. I definitely want to have this be like a little, like maybe I have her wall, like her phone and keys sitting here or something. Um, Actually, I'm going to pull stuff out. Pull stuff out to decorate this first. Ooh, what if I had... Okay, wait. Scratch this mirror. What if I had a big mirror? Maybe... I think that sits out too far. I was gonna say, what if I have like a big mirror tucked... Oh, yeah, like tucked behind... Like tucked, like it's like resting against it. I know that cuts in a little bit, but I do feel like that's kind of cool. I wonder with the tool mod if there's a way for me to rotate it on this axis a little bit and rotate it forward. If I do that... Okay, I do think I can. Yes! Okay. Okay. So then... Because then I can push it. And as long as it's not... Oh. Okay, well, I did not consider that. We may end up putting a small plant in this corner. Which, if I'm going to do that, I might as well send it and stick that back a little bit. And then maybe I'll just tuck this guy. No, I actually am not the biggest fan of the pampas grass. Oh, that's a table base. Oh, I forgot to decorate the dining room table. I should probably do that before I completely move on. I had thought about using this guy. I know it doesn't completely camouflage it. Well, if we do that, it does. At least it does a bit better. Sure. I know it's not perfect, but you know what they say. It's better than nothing. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what other options we would have as far as something that would be large enough to cover that up. Because anything that would be large enough to cover it up needs to go like flush against the wall. I guess this works. Okay. I'm not opposed. I may just leave it in that base swatch color. Sure. Yeah, why not? Okay. Because I'm really digging this. I think this is fun. Okay. So I'm thinking for our little entryway area, I'm thinking we do have a cute little plant here. Something pretty small. We could do the modern potted plant. I also think I want to try to. I have this idea to have like picture frames like leaning against this. Maybe I'll do that first before I bring in any other clutter for it. So I'm thinking um let's see. Like maybe something like this one that we can raise up. I will probably go in with a tool mod and adjust so that it's not floating. And I wish there was a way that I could. Let me see if I go in with the tool mod. Will it let me? What does this mean? What does this do? 5. I don't know what this means. Oh, you have to do X, Y. Okay, but like, where does that? So is it, you know what? That's a little bit too complicated for even me. I don't really feel like fussing to figure out how to do that actually. So, you know what? Never mind. Let's look at sculptors and see if maybe. No, I was going to say maybe there's frames that sit. I mean, there are, like, there's this one, but that's not really the vibe. So I am going to nix that idea. Oh! Well, there's these. Which is literally what I was thinking of, just in a different format. But does it still want us to have these leaning against the wall? Because if so, then that still does not achieve the effect I want it to. Because my thought is we have, yeah, that like fully cuts. I don't think that there's a way for me to have it pulled forward a little bit. Because what I would want is for it to like sit there and like be leaning against. And I know that I can bring it. Like I can bring it down to rest on the table, but I really don't know that I want to fuss with trying to get it to move forward. Unless maybe I change the axis a little bit. Oh, wait. I mean, I feel pretty good about that actually. And then I definitely think that's what we'll go with. Okay. Well, that achieved what I wanted. So, I feel I feel satisfied with that. Okay. I think that's I'm pretty fine with. I don't feel like I need to go through an alt place where the keys go. I think we do that. That's cute. I do think we need to alt place our camera. Dang. We're so close to just being able to alt place it without having to move the table. Oh well. I feel like right there's probably good. Okay. Oh, actually, I need it to come a little bit further out. Sure. I actually think I want this to be over a smidge more, like that. Okay. And then maybe we literally add like a small plant to this, and then that's it. So those are big plants. Maybe like that. I like that. Maybe one more little thing there. I just don't know what. I was thinking like a little tray or something, but I don't know that that's even a side, like kind of like the bowls, but not bowls. That's a huge cereal bowl, which I'm sure is part of the joke, but holy cow. And I don't really think we need a perfume set out here. Like, just like a little tray like this. But, like, I don't really think that that whole thing is necessary for out here. I guess I could. Ooh, isn't there. Yes. I was gonna say, there's a picture frame that comes with paranormal that we could do. Almost like it's like a fairly a family heirloom. I know that that doesn't necessarily mesh with the vibes, but that's... Well, there we go. I like the blue one. Okay. I think... I don't think that we need that. I honestly feel like this is fine. I might... I wish... Okay. We'll move this one more time. I'm gonna alt place the keys to be like there. And then I think we're good. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is good. I think I think that is actually really cute. And then we have our little bookshelf area. I believe we can put something on this shelf. Yes. And then I was going to try to hide that because I think that that bowl is a smidge unsightly. Let's look into sculptures. I was thinking it could be cute to have something like food related, but if that's an option. I don't know if it is an option. Oh, that's interesting. We could do a fish fountain. Da, 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 da. Okay. Or I guess I could do another small plant up there if I wanted to. Ooh. We'll come back to that in a second. The bunny's cute. Well, where did it go? Oh. I was trying to raise it up, and apparently I raised it up too far. Okay, I'm gonna have to fill all the slots. Okay, I think it's just 2 slots on the top of the bookshelf. And now it should let me alt place our bunny. And I will have to tool mod. I'll have to tool mod to get her in the right position. Okay, beautiful. Then we can pick a swatch for her. And I quite like that one immediately. That's very cute. And then let's see if we can find something to maybe cover that guy up with. Not grandmother's urn. I honestly don't know that we will have anything that would fit there. That's gonna be small enough to fit in that slot, but big enough to cover that. You feel me? I honestly might just have to leave it and just deal with the fact that I think it's quite ugly. Where is that? Could this work? If I lower it? Because honestly, you really can't even tell that that's not how tall it actually is. You know? Aside from the fact that it's clipping a little. If I could tuck it back ever so slightly. You know what? I'm gonna call that good. Yeah. Okay, well that I feel like that did actually fix the issue. So yay. And then so we found this pillow that I think would make our little chair look extra cozy and bring another pop of color, which I'm not gonna complain about. I think that's cute. I think the orange is cute. The purple's also cute. Maybe we'll do the dark purple. Oh, I don't know. The green is fun too. Maybe we do the green. Okay. And then I wanted to just put some books stacked up on here. And we'll just change the color swatch of that. Honestly, I think that's okay. So it's like she has options. And then maybe we put a little wall art right here. And then honestly, I think we add a rug and then call the entryway done. We could do... Sure. Honestly, I feel pretty good about that. Okie dokie. And then we're gonna do a rug. Let's pull our rugs. What do I want in our little entryway? I like this rug. And I really like it in the natural color. But I wonder if we layer it maybe. And Or maybe not. I do think we can put it here and then have a... I don't know if actually we can even have a runner with how thin this is, because it is literally one tile wide of a hallway. But... oh, I was thinking we could add the mirror there to like open up the space a little bit, actually. I remember now. Um... I feel like it's ever so slightly too long. We do have this runner, but it matches that. If we tuck this... I know it kind of gets cut off, but I actually like the length of that better. I honestly kind of wish it was like... which if we're going to let it get cut off into the wall... it... it does clip out a little bit. What if we... oh, I guess that's an option. Just to shrink it down a little. Yeah, okay. Sure. So, what I was saying is, I was thinking we could do that mirror that we liked, or that I liked. I hope you guys also like it. But I was thinking we could put it there. So you've still got like a little spot to like full fit check, even though we have that mirror there. I don't... I feel like it just helps it feel a little bit less cramped, maybe. Um, I was contemplating putting something on this wall, but I honestly might leave it blank so that it doesn't make the space feel too crowded. Or I could put just something simple like this. Yeah. I actually don't mind that too much. Maybe if I do this one in the darker wood swatch. Okay. Sure. And then maybe we put some art on this wall as well. And I think we could honestly, yeah, do like one of these paintings. Or maybe that one. I do like it. Okay. Sold. All right. I feel like that is our entryway done. Do I want... ooh. Yeah. I like that one. Yeah, I like that one more. I think. I was gonna say, do I want to tuck a little rug under here as well? But I don't feel like it needs it, and we've got 2 rugs in this space already. So I think we're good. And then we've got our bathroom down here. I'm realizing that there is a flower clipping in down here. So we should probably... I think it is this guy. I think we can cover that up but oops. Honestly, if I pull it out a little bit more, we should be good. Yeah. Does that still look okay? Sure, it does. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We've got this bathroom. Honestly, I don't think we're going to do too much in this bathroom. It's just our half bath, you know. I don't think we need anything super crazy in here. Gonna go into bathroom. We're gonna go to accents. I think we do a little toilet paper here. Which gold matches better? I think this one, probably. Oh, that actually has the hand soap already, which is good. I think we do a little hand towel. And again, oh, does this one not have a gold metal option? I don't think it does. Okay, we do a different hand towel option then. I think the problem is that I'm not a huge fan of any of the, yeah, because then that doesn't even have, I don't think this has a gold either. Well, crud. The vampires one has a gold swatch, but I think it's honestly the wrong shade of gold. That is just such a stark difference. And I don't think any of these even have a gold swatch that I'm pleased with. That's like a whole big towel. And I feel like when you size it down, it still looks too big. I might just have to take the L on this one. And, oh, okay. I might just have to take the L on this one and go with a swatch I'm not as obsessed with metal-wise. Because it does, honestly, that blue matches the color of the sink pretty well. We could go with silver there too, and that would kind of help balance, honestly. So maybe we do that. We could, like I said, it already had the hand soap down here. What is this? We could maybe rest this on the back of the toilet. Like it's products for your guests when they come over. I always really struggle with with 4 tile bathrooms because it's just so hard to get your camera angle right. I don't really feel like it's necessary to have one of these because you don't have a shower in here. And that has like shower items on it. I don't want to like overly clutter this bathroom with it being the spare guest bathroom, but I also don't want to like not have enough in here. Guess we could put one of these in here. Sure. And then oh, like a tiny trash can. I will put a little piece of wall art above the toilet. Sure. Um, no, I don't think I like that one. Could go with the chicken one, which could be kind of funny in the bathroom. Um, oh, let's see. I always love these plant ones, but I wish they had different wood options for the plant ones. I'm almost thinking the candle one. Like, I feel like that's giving bathroom. Oh, I was gonna do a tiny trash can. Trash cans. Are you able to size down? Yeah. Yeah, like a little. Oops. Just like a little bathroom trash can. Okay. Honestly, I feel like we call it there. We could maybe do one more piece of art on the wall. Um, do the pride one. I feel like if I'm adding more art to the wall in here, I need to do like a few different smaller ones instead of just one big one. Let's look at wall decorations. No, no, no. Guess that's cute. Then I was thinking one like smaller thing underneath. Hmm. Could just do this in here, but that just looks so modern. To me, at least. Um. Honestly, maybe we just have a blank wall, and that's fine. Because I honestly think we don't need anything super crazy in here. I will put a little bath mat, like a bathroom mat, in front of the sink, maybe. But even that, I don't want anything super crazy. Am I the only person that thinks these are super gross? Like bath mats that go in front of your toilet. I think that that's really unsanitary and gross. I'm honestly not even seeing anything that I want to go in here. I may just skip it. I honestly may just leave it like so. And it's just a simple half bath. I am thinking we need a hall light. It's very dark in this hallway. There we go. Sure. I think that that is good enough for me. I'm also realizing this light is not in a good spot. That makes more sense. Okay, I think this is the downstairs done. Let's go ahead and move upstairs. Thankfully, I did a little bit of cluttering already out here. Oh. Guess I forgot to delete those guys from the top of our bookshelf. Yeah, I already kind of did some cluttering up here. I'm thinking it could be cool to do some kind of wall art. On this wall. This may be where we bring in this one that we keep seeing, which I think would be fun to have kind of like a as you come up the stairs thing. And see if I can look at swatches. Oh, I think I may just do that one. And then maybe we have something right here. We could do another standing, like, not a standing mirror, another long mirror. Or I'm pretty sure there are frames. Yeah, these. We could do this here, especially because it's kind of by where her paint stuff is anyways. And what kind of stuff would a cool lady like this paint? Maybe this? I love this one. I think that lady is so beautiful. I think maybe we go with that one though. And that's by her little easel. Okay. I really don't think we have much to do up here because we had already put some stuff up here. I think I literally may add a rug and some plants and call it done. Don't want to do anything too crazy loud up here, but I also don't want it to be too boring, which I feel like is contradictory, but that is okay. Oh my gosh, I keep trying to scroll through my swatch tray and I keep zooming out in game. So I apologize about that. That one's kind of fun. No, no, no. This one has some pretty swatches. Oh, that is a gargantuan rug. Hmm. I don't mind that rug. Maybe we put a little table here. A little side table. All the side tables are so big. And I just don't feel like I need a side table this big. Um, no, 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 no. Like, I just wish they had smaller side tables. Oh, this one's cute. I tend to forget about this one. Um, do we do that? And make that pink. And then we tuck our little cross stitch box over here and make it green. And I'm kind of okay with everything being up here being like a hodgepodge of stuff. Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is just kind of where everything she owns has kind of gotten tossed up here when it didn't have somewhere else to live. I think I want another rug by her desk. Perhaps. Even if it's a pretty plain rug. Oh, that's interesting. Like, I just kind of want something tucked here. And honestly, I kind of like that. Or. What do you mean? Okay, what if we did the pink rug and we made this chair the green and this chair the pink? Or maybe we make this chair the yellow because there's yellow there. Yellow, green? Yeah. Again, I'm okay with it being a little bit chaotic in this room. I feel like I had already decorated this for the most part. I did think I had risen this up. to kind of nestle it under here. Like so. And I honestly might put it backwards and just kind of have it like that. I think that is pretty fun. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. Then we've got our board games sat over here. I don't remember if we picked a swatch for this. I think that one's fun. I did like the idea of having this sitting up here. Sure. Again, maybe she has grandkids that come. And that's also why this area is kind of like fun and colorful. Because it's like, oh, this is where we all just kind of hang out and have a good time. And maybe we put a little plant here and something on the wall and call that done. I am also just now remembering that we never decorated the dining room table. So that is something I will need to go back down and do. Okay, sure. That looks great. I think we can put some wall art up here, and then honestly, I think that is this area good. And maybe we do. This might be silly, but because it's this upstairs area, maybe we do like fun movie posters. Is that ridiculous? It's making me giggle, so I feel like that's a good sign. You know what? Why not? I might size them down. Yeah, I think. Oops. I do think we sized them down. And put them like this. I think that that's fun. And then we just need some plants on our little plant stands. There is one plant I have really been wanting to use and I have not grabbed yet. That one's cute. This is the one that I was thinking of. Oh, it's little. I didn't realize. Maybe I'll put that on her nightstand because that's a really cute plant. And it's so tiny. I think that's too large. Do a ZZ plant. Then I just need one to go on top. There we go. So, oops. Ooh, I love I love variegated plants in Sims. Something about it just makes me so happy. Okie dokie. I feel like the further I get into this build, I'm just like, this lady is fun. She's like, I feel like she just has a lot of personality in her home. And that makes me very happy. Okay. I honestly don't even really feel the need to like clutter her desk a lot because I don't think that her desk would be very cluttered. So I think we are good. I'm gonna bring a light over here to the stairs. I'm gonna bring this light centered in this room. And then I say we move on to her bedroom, which again is, I did decorate it a pretty good amount already. So I don't super feel the need to do a ton of stuff in here. I think we add a rug for sure. And again, in here, I think that we can have a pretty simple rug because her bedding is so colorful and patterned. I think something simple in here, rug wise, would be totally fine. I was thinking we could try to find something that pulls in nicely the colors of her bedding. That's very green. Hmm. This could be a good option. I just wish I could get something that almost is like that, the pinky coral color. I just don't know if we have anything that has swatches like that that won't be also too loud. Or not loud, too busy, I guess is what I'm thinking. Against the bed. I honestly like, oops. I honestly like the texture of this rug. Um, I just feel like that. I mean, I guess the color does kind of match. I feel like if we do, which one was it? This one? This kind of matches the pillows, which I don't mind. We also have these. Once I put it out, I decided not. Oh, that's this rug that we're already using. That I feel like is too busy of a texture. This I also feel like would just be too busy. Yeah, no. don't want to spend too much longer looking for a rug. I think maybe we stick with this one. It does kind of match the pillowcases, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I think I know this is what I went with originally anyways, but I think maybe we just go with the green one. And that's just fine. Okay. For her nightstand, I think we do the plant. There is an open book. Yes. I think I want to do that. How much? Okay, we have that we can put stuff on in the closet. So I'm thinking we do a lamp on both sides. We do the little plant. Oh, what? Yeah, I want to put a water bottle by her bed. And the open notebook. And honestly, I think maybe we cap it there. So let me get a small lamp. And we can do... Honestly, I think that is really pretty. Let's look at the swatches for it. Is there... Really trying to pull in any colors from her bedding, if I'm being honest. I guess that one is good. So I think on one side we do... Dang it. Okay. I think on one side we do her lamp and her water bottle. That lamp needs to go quite a bit closer to the wall. And then the water bottle, I think, can be a little further away. Yeah, like that. You can switch. I feel like she has a pretty simple water bottle. Honestly, could leave it pink. Maybe we'll do that color. And then this one, we have our lamp. We have our little plant. And then I think we have our notebook. Oops. What's that? Okay. Yes. Let's look at swatches. Ooh, so pretty. The blue is fun. Okay. And then maybe we do green for the notebooks. And I don't know about you guys, but anytime I have lived on my own, meaning like in an apartment or something, I never put wall decor in my bedroom. I don't know why, but I just never have. So I honestly will probably not do a lot of wall decor in here. Just because I just usually don't. Oh, those are mirrors. Um, okay. Probably not that. Yeah, I don't even really know that there's anything that I'm like super duper like, oh, I have to have that in the bedroom, you know? Especially with how loud of a print her bedding is. Maybe I do. Maybe I do something like this, like it's family photos, and leave it at that. Sure. Okay, sure, why not? And then I think I wanted to do a big mirror here. Don't know if I want to do a standing mirror or if I wanted to just do another wall mirror. I guess one like this could be cute. Just because it's right by the closet. Sure, that's fun. And then I could do a lamp over here, like a tall lamp. Maybe. Oh no, why don't I just do a tall plant? Like a big floor plant. One that I have not used already. I'm honestly surprised I have not pulled out any of the hanging pothos in this build. I say that and that literally might be what I stick over here. This says mega vase and I keep thinking that it's gonna be a big one. It's teeny tiny. That's a fake plant, right? Okay. I'm thinking this is the time that we bring out my favorite pothos. It just is such a large plant that sometimes I really struggle with how and where to use it. But I honestly think hanging with this mirror is pretty cool. Yeah, kind of like that. And do we do a fun variegated swatch? I kind of feel like I have to. But then that doesn't really help fill in the space. So I may still do a floor pot. I don't know that we've used this guy yet. And I do like this guy. Yeah, why not? And then wish I had like one more tall, skinny one that could go over here. I keep I keep grabbing that thinking it's gonna be very large. That's what we just used. We don't want to use, oh, we could do the pampas grass. I just don't, I feel like the pampas grass just does not look very realistic in game for some reason. I guess that looks pretty good there. It's like her little plant corner. And then I guess it would have made more sense to have the mirror in this corner, wouldn't it have? My thought with it being here was that this is her closet, so she could be like coming, like just in the closet trying on clothes and stuff and have her mirror right here, which I still feel pretty good about. Let's look at activities and skills and see if maybe there's something we want to put in this corner of her room. Like maybe exercise stuff or something. It's kind of what I'm thinking. You know, she's got to stay fit. We could do a little treadmill. That could be fun. I don't know. Oh, I guess I could have it facing this way. What does the other treadmill look like? Worse. I feel like we'll just do the silver. That could be kind of fun. And then I'll tuck her little fitness basket. I know that that means you can't get to this side of the bed, but you can scooch over to a side of the bed. So I think maybe she just enters her bed over here. And then if she ever has somebody that sleeps in the bed with her, that person, like one person could just scooch over. I think that that's fine. I kind of like the idea of having the treadmill in here, like this. Like this is her little training area. I like that. And with that, I think her bedroom is good, and we move on to the closet. And I honestly really don't feel like we have much to do in the closet. I want to... Truly, I think I just want to put like some storage boxes up in this cabinet. Um... Might just have to do it in that one. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And maybe we tuck this basket up here too. Maybe we do one other thing that's like maybe she's storing it up there. Because that's kind of what I'm envisioning, is that's just kind of like where she shoves stuff, like storage stuff. That kind of clips into the wall. But honestly, I think it's fine. So I think we just do... I like when you can see that there's stuff inside. So maybe I'll do like the pink ones. A light color. Maybe green. And maybe yellow. Or maybe I even swap and do this over here. Come on. Oh my goodness. I want it tilted. Eee. Sometimes this feature really bugs me. Okay, I wanted it like that, is all. And same for this one. I want it tilted ever so slightly. That one can be tilted ever so slightly. I know it clips into the wall, but I don't think that there's much I can do about that. Same for this guy. I think it's just going to have to clip, and that just be what it is. And then for this little area, I wanted to have basically her get ready stuff. So the makeup kit could be cute. And maybe instead of the tray, I just do the individual perfumes. And then again, maybe some nail polishes. Fun. And hopefully I can all place all of this and it won't give me much fuss. Oops. Okay. I like the placement of everything. I'm realizing I need to bring everything inward because that does not reach the edges of the walls. But otherwise, I feel pretty good about our placement of everything. And then we can just adjust some swatches. Sure. Okay. And then honestly, I think that's the closet done. Maybe we add a rug. Just because we can. Okay, maybe not that rug. Okay. I think that is our closet done. And I believe all we have left to do is the bathroom, which again, we really don't have a lot to do in here because we kind of did a bunch in here earlier. So I think mostly we'll put a bath mat in here. We will do like our toilet stuff. Let me go to bathroom. Accents. We will put our toilet paper in here. We can put our plunger guy in here. And we'll probably do the same one as downstairs. I think that makes sense. I'll probably add another little trash can. And I think this is a different one than we used downstairs, but that's all right. truly, white is fine. You don't need to overthink that. Go back to bathroom. I'm pretty sure if we go to general clutter, I think there's like wipes that we could put on top of the toilet, but I honestly think that's okay. Now I know that we put our jewelry and makeup stuff in the closet. Maybe we should have put it out here, but I think it's okay. I'm not going to overthink it. Da, 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 da. I do like the idea of putting a hair dryer. So maybe we have a hair dryer out. Maybe we have like a little bathroom tray. Ooh, some candles could be nice. Some lotions. I do want... She is going to have her toothbrush stuff up here. So that can go over there. I think there's a comb set. This little lotion set could be good. Oh, maybe we do this, which I know is I guess for teens, but I kind of like that it's a little messy. Okay. What else did I want to put in here? Oh, I was gonna go to general clutter. Because... Oh, a tissue box, yes. I do like this body care essential set. There was something I literally just said I wanted to put in here, and now I came to the clutter to look for it, but I don't remember what it was. So that's cool. Oh, there's yoga stuff too. Maybe I will just like kind of rest that here. Yeah. I am not remembering. I could have sworn there was something else that I wanted to put in here. And I'm not seeing it. Maybe... Could be... Oh, there's the wipes that I was saying. I know they're baby wipes. I could put that like on the back of the toilet. Okay. Well, let me just pop downstairs to see... Oh, I need a towel rack. That's literally all I have in the bathroom down here, so I can't fathom. I have no idea. Okay, let's just go ahead and decorate this guy. Yeah, I think we're out of slots up there. But when I move the table away, I don't want it to... I don't want to lose any of our stuff on the floor there. What am I doing? There we go. Okay. I don't know that this will actually... Oh, it will slot up here. Okay, so I think I want this to live here. And then maybe this lives here. Actually, I feel like if we're going to have... Oops. feel like we could just put this up here. This kind of laying here like so. And then maybe we put the combs with it. Then I think we put our candles here. And our tissue box here. Our wipes there, and I might need to, or maybe not. Actually think that that's totally fine. Okay. I don't even think I need to place that. So now we just need to mess with our swatches, and then we should be done. I'm just gonna leave those colors, and then I think green for that is good. Again, I don't really feel it super necessary to like overly decorate the bathroom. I honestly think I'm okay leaving it just like this. I put her toothbrush in her toothpaste, which is something I wanted to make sure I did not forget. And I think we can call the bathroom good, which means I think the interior of our house is good. I believe all we have left is to do a tiny, tiny bit of cluttering outside, and then we'll be done. And then we can do the tour. I am going to go back through and add fire alarm, burglar alarm, and light switches around. I'll do that off camera. This video is already going to be long enough, and we're already breaking it up into 2 parts. So I don't think all of those I will do on camera. But that being said, I was wanting to put a picnic basket. Do I want to do that one or that one? I feel like this is just such a quintessential picnic basket that we kind of have to do this one. And then I don't remember if I checked swatches on this or not. That one's kind of fun. And then I was thinking about putting down a rug in place of like a picnic blanket. Like maybe one of these. Are you seeing the vision? Right? Cute. I honestly don't even think we need to add much more than that. Also, before I forget, we forgot to clutter the table. I don't think we need to do anything like a lot. I literally think I just want to put a plant in the center. This one's really pretty. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to make sure I did not forget to do that. Okay. So I feel like we don't really need to add anything else over here. So let's do our front porch. I wanted to add a welcome mat, which let's pick a color. I think yellow's kind of fun. Sold. Do I want to put anything else? Honestly, there's so much plants and stuff going on. I really don't think we need to do much else up here. And I think we just decorate back here. And I really don't even think we need much clutter back here. I think I might just add a little plant to this table. And I think we do carefree succulent. And maybe give it a fun orange pot. Great. And I wanted to add, if I go to the bathroom accents, maybe, would it be in here? I was gonna say I wanted to add like a little. Ooh, you know what? There's a specific item that I'm thinking of that I could put. I think it's under storage. It's like the little cubes. Not this. I do think it's from Dream Home Decorator. I really thought it was under storage. Sorry, I'm getting really quiet. I'm like scanning it. Okay. I might just go into Dream Home Decorator. I think that's what it's under. Though it might not be. Maybe it's under Tiny Living. Oh no, here we go. Okay, but that has books in it. Maybe we do this. And maybe we put it here like so. And then we take, I have a vision, bear with me. What is this? Huh? Okay, and then we take, oh, I can unmark Dream Home Decorator. Then we take a stack of towels, maybe not the spa one. Maybe just like this. And all of a sudden we have a little stack of pool towels. Oh, minus 0.02. Okay. So that's what I wanted to do there. I was gonna see if we had any. I don't really feel like there's anything else that really needs to go out here. I don't think I want to do a rug. Um, no, I think that's it. I I really do. I think that's all. Okay. I think we're done. So let me go. I'm going to go in and I think I want to change the color of our doormat. Yeah, I think I like that better. Okay. I'm going to go in. I'm going to add our light switches. I'm going to add our fire alarm and our burglar alarm, and then I will come back and we will do our tour. Okay, it is time for the tour. I am so excited. So, here we have the exterior of Miss Maggie's home. She has a convertible that she is rocking. Um, we've got our little picnic area off to the left with our beautiful big tree that takes over her yard. Lots of absolutely gorgeous florals outside. Um, just absolutely beautiful. I actually love the walkway headed up. I don't know what's going on with the lighting, so I apologize about that. I love the walkway headed up to her front door. I am absolutely obsessed. Making our way inside, when you first walk in the door, you have this beautiful entryway. To the right, we have our little shoes, bag, keys, everything you need to go area. To our left, we have this beautiful setup. I'm really actually happy with this little accent table with just some really beautiful decor and this big, gorgeous mirror that we kind of hacked in. I am so pleased with how that turned out. If we come even further to the left, we have this beautiful bookcase with our little reading nook, which is absolutely gorgeous. Off to the right, we have our dining room, which honestly I think came out so darling. I think it is so charming. I love it. Perfect place for hosting. And then when you come into the kitchen, we have this absolutely big, beautiful, gorgeous kitchen. I think that this kitchen suits Miss Maggie so well. I think it is perfect for somebody who aspires to be a master chef, even if that is home baking and creating delicious recipes for her friends and family and neighbors. I think that this kitchen suits her so well. So now, moving over, we've got our half bath. Very simple, very um just what it needs to be. And then we have our little hallway that takes us upstairs. Okay, making our way upstairs, we have our loft area, which is where Maggie and her friends and family. I'm thinking maybe she has grandkids and or something that come and play, or maybe she just has toys for like her neighbors' kids that come over when they have dinner parties. This is also where we have her desk. Again, like I said before, Miss Maggie is probably in her late 40s, early 50s. So I imagine she's not the most tech savvy. So I really just have her with a pretty simple desk setup and a laptop. But then we have lots of fun games and activities upstairs. We've got our TV and our couch upstairs, like a little crochet project I think Miss Maggie might be working on. Um, this is just a nice little relax and recreation area in her home. And then we make our way into her bedroom. I try to keep the bedroom pretty simple as well. To the right, we have a treadmill. Miss Maggie needs to stay active. And then to the left, we have a mirror that leads into Miss Maggie's closet. Her closet, I am obsessed with. This is my first time ever doing like a closet in The Sims. We've got an ironing board in here, and then just like a little closet set up. Sorry about my camera controls. I will get better at this at some point. But we've got a little closet set up with all of her essentials for getting ready, as well as some storage up top. And then moving over to the final area upstairs is her bathroom. When you walk in, you've got your sink, toilet, and then just all of her essentials for getting ready, as well as her lovely shower up here. Okay, and then if we make our way back downstairs, we can head right out of our patio door out to our gorgeous patio area. So, here on the patio, we have a grill for Miss Maggie to be able to host her friends and family. This beautiful lounging area with a gorgeous view of the water and the little waterfall. Um, Off to your left, you have the hot tub, which you can see Miss Maggie is enjoying herself in the hot tub. And we have a little seating area for when she grills out with her friends. So yeah, beautiful little outdoor area as well. Thank you so much for joining me as I built Miss Maggie's beautiful Tudor style home. I had so much fun doing this build, and I am so excited to have uploaded my first two videos on my channel. I am having so much fun already, and I hope you enjoyed taking part in this cozy and a little bit chaotic uh, build for my Sims world. If you did enjoy and want to stick around, please don't hesitate to subscribe. We have so much fun content coming onto this page in the future, but I also plan on doing content around crafting, hobbies, just lots of fun, cozy, and sometimes, like I said, a little chaotic content. So I am so excited. Okay, I guess Miss Maggie wants to get out of the hot tub. Okay, Miss Maggie decided it was time to make her leave from the hot tub, so we have a little bit of a scene change, but as I was saying, I am so excited to be here. I am so excited that you joined me for this two-part video, and I cannot wait to come back and bring some more fun, cozy, and slightly chaotic content to you guys. Thanks so much again for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!